That's right. The voice of reason never speaks to me. That is my theme song right there. So anyway, let's see if we can get John in here. How you doing, brother?
Danny, I'm doing great. How are you this week?
Hey, doing good, man.
I don't know, man. We had a new segment earlier called Drunks on the Beach, and, with Beach Buddha and all them, and you got your thing going on. So it is what it is, man. We're just flying by the seat of our pants this morning. How the hell are you, man?
Oh, man, I've been all over the place, doing great.
Yeah.
Like you said, it is what it is, and it's wonderful.
That's right, man.
Or it isn't, and it's just it all is.
Well, my grandfather used to say, "It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't, boy."
I like that. Everything going well over there?
Yeah, man. Other than we don't have any pictures of you on the wall here in the chocolate bar. We need to get you over here at some point in time or another. We got to have
one of these weeks coming up. I need to come hang. Let's make it happen. I've got some weekends open, so let's.
Oh, very cool.
Well, the weather's breaking. In Tennessee, we got to get through pollen season, where everything turns yellow because all the trees, we're surrounded by beautiful trees and mountains and everything, which creates pollen season around here. So once that's over with, then we got the pool up and going and everything's rocking and rolling, But it's a beautiful day here in Tennessee today.
Yes, it's warm.
Yeah.
It is definitely warm, and it's kind of a love-hate time of year, with the pollen and when I get that. But it's also that just the temperatures are a lot better. It's just so nice.
Yeah, man.
It's in between hot and cold. It's nice and cool.
Well, Flockers Magazine, I tell you, Katie with Flockers Magazine, I've been working with her for about 8 years, and she does a fantastic job. There was 2 or 3 online magazines out there at one time or whatever, but she has survived all that, and they do a really good job of, it's really weird, they'll call you on the phone and do the interview and all that stuff, and then they put it all together. It comes out really good, cool, I'm just so glad that you're finally getting the recognition you deserve.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. And everybody's just been so wonderful. And I'm gotten to know Katie a little bit just through online interactions over the last week or so. But it is an amazing, that publication is so cool. It's such a great read, and it keeps you, everything that you would need to know about the community of the trop rock community is right there in that magazine, and it's fun. And I'm just was honored to be a part of it. And Todd Alexander is a friend of mine that I met a little over a year ago at a house concert that I was playing. And you're right, it is so cool how they piece it together. Todd, I've known Todd for a bit. He's a bud, and I love him and Jane. And he just got extremely inquisitive all of a sudden. He started asking me all sorts of questions, and I was like, man, Todd's really like up in the questions beyond normal convo.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, I didn't even. It's funny, boy, Todd handles that slick. I didn't even know about it. I found out about it from Eric over at Radio Trop Rock. He said, "Hey, congrats!" I was like, "On what?"
Yeah, thank you very much. What did I do? Yeah. No, that's cool, man. And there's a shot of you there on stage in Key West at our event. And, Reggae Wines is in the background, and I sent it to our sponsor. I'm like, look at this. You never know when, these pictures are going to show up and all that stuff. And they just love it. But what a cool event it was having you part of that this year. Madness
it was so
down
fun.
there.
Thank you for having me. And listen, it's about time. Thank you for having me. But it's about time that I was able to take the stage and give you your credit that's due as the hero of the song More Beers on the Way. It's about time.
Yep.
I've been waiting all these years. You saved the day at the party. The beer ran out.
Yep.
And you don't remember it because you were having fun that night. But you went and totally saved the day. This party was completely dry, and you were the hero. You went down and got the beer and brought it back for everybody. So,
well, there you go.
I wrote a song about it for you.
Oh man, well I can't. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Yeah. There's been so many nights like that.
He's sitting here thinking, trying to remember
what the heck I'm talking about, guys. I've got a song called it's called More Beers on the Way, and that's what it's about. It's about a party running out of beer. And I always and Danny, I don't know if I got to explain it to you too much, but because we were having so much fun, but people are usually just taken back, like, what's going on? But I've played that song probably 400 or 500.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Where'd he go?
Hopefully he'll be back.
Yeah.
And it's
Are you there?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you froze up a little bit there. Maybe you'll come back here in just a second.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back now. Yeah. There you go. There we go. Anyway, so you played the song 4 or 5 times, and what?
Yeah, 400 or 500. I played it 400 or 500 times. I always pick a new hero, and it's usually either a friend in the crowd or a tourist.
Yeah.
And either way, it's gotten to see where the ones in town. I can't keep track of who I've done it to and who I haven't. It's crazy. I'll make, like, let's say I'll make you the hero, right?
Yeah.
And then my buddy that's standing next to you was going like, "Well, look."
What the hell?
Like,
I thought I was a hero, man. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, "He's been the hero 4 times. I've never gotten it." I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. I can't keep track." But it's a lot of fun.
Well, it's very talented to be able to write what I call a universal song, right? There's a line in a song that you can change. Jimmy Buffett does it a lot with cities, right, where he's playing that and all that kind of stuff, and Margaritaville. But yeah, it's very, very talented to be able to do that. I mean, so the overall experience with Flockers Magazine, when did you do this? I mean, because you didn't even know it was coming out.
I did not know. So Todd we've been going back and forth with messages, questions that he was asking over the last couple months, like 2 or 3 months. Mm-hmm. And I didn't have any idea I would be the artist of the month this month here of March. And but man, it's just cool. And it's also, what's neat, Danny, is that through I've made so many great friends over the last year.
Yeah.
Of course, you and your whole crew being a huge chunk of that. And it's like, it's cool to, through the Flockers Magazine piece, kind of reconnect with all these people that I know exist, but like everybody's like, all these folks reaching out, John, congrats, that's so cool. And it's like, wow, I've made so many cool friends in this community, and it's been awesome, and I really do appreciate the support, and I just love to entertain, so I just love playing songs, and I hope that people hear them, and it's helping folks hear some of the songs, so I really appreciate it, and it's just cool.
Well, I was talking to B-Dog, and them had a guest. What was his name again?
Brandon Davis. And he's from here in Chattanooga, but he does a lot of songwriting in Nashville. He's actually going out on tour with Tim McGraw, and I was bringing him up with you. I was asking when we, after the interview they did with him, I was kind of, showing him around and everything and having a conversation. I asked if he knew. He didn't know you. I said, well, you really need to hook up and write some songs, man, because, he's... he got discovered on TikTok by Tim McGraw. So,
that's amazing. I've heard of Brandon. Who's Tim McGraw?
Well, he's an actor. He plays a cowboy on a show.
Okay. Is Tim McGraw opening up for Brandon?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll look him up. I'll look him up.
Yeah, he's all right. I think Brandon's a little better, but
Well, yeah.
Hey, Danny, I know I texted you this earlier, and I had a reason for asking. Have you mentioned with Brandon? It's funny. Good segue. Have you messed around with TikTok at all? Are you on there?
Well, all right. So B-Dog is obviously the expert with TikTok. We are actually on TikTok. I had to get off it. I mean, because it's so addictive, right? I mean, you could spend hours. I mean, if you're having a bad day, you can find something to laugh about on there or whatever. And I really love it. I know they just changed it to where you can do up to 3 or 10 minute videos, which will help artists and stuff like that. But it's the big thing right now for sure.
I've been catching his TikToks.
The reason why I bring it up is it's kind of like this with social media in general, but especially with TikTok,
mm-hmm.
It was kind of one of the, the later ones that's gotten huge. Yeah. And I'm definitely a late adopter to it. Yeah. But I'm starting, I've been on it a lot lately, and I'm starting to enjoy it because I'm kind of finding what it is I want to do on there. And it's kind of just usually like, come on, man, be yourself. Just do you, right? And because I'm not a big fan of the whole, like, go on there and lip sync your song and do these dances and stuff. It's not my thing. So once you kind of find your lane, what you want to do on there, I'm really enjoying it, and I am enjoying seeing a lot of the content on there. It's cool, but you're right, it is addicting. You gotta almost just I don't know, just give yourself 5 minutes to enjoy some stuff and then get off. But that's tough to do.
Yeah, I don't have hours and hours and hours to spend on TikTok, but it's I actually turned him onto it, and then he's now in therapy trying to get off of it, I think. But,
so B-Dog's dancing on TikTok?
Yeah, he's doing his own videos, So
I'll have to find you guys on there because it's kind of a little different in the sense of like Facebook and Instagram in the sense that it's not as easy to find people. I feel like it's not like, oh, you're my friend, so we have to be TikTok. You know what I mean? It's like in Instagram, right. in Facebook, you're not like, you don't really know each other if you're not Facebook friends, and you may not even know each other if you're Facebook friends. But like it's you know what I mean? But TikTok, it's weird. I need to find my friends on there, but maybe they have some people have different names and stuff on there. But it's cool, and I'll be sure to find B-Dog on there if I haven't already.
Just check under your followers, and I'm in the list of your followers.
Yeah, he's a creeper.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, he's a creeper. He's watching you.
I will. Dude, I can't say it on. Did you, B-Dog? Did you see I was stirring the pot a little bit the other day.
Yeah, the crane. I saw it.
And for those listening out there, find me on TikTok. Eat, drink, be happy. I said something that could be considered controversial, but it had a very double meaning to it, and that's not what I was talking about, and it had much to do with something else. And
yeah, you gotta be careful with that because half the people are not that smart.
Half of them don't watch the whole video and don't get it.
I came up with part 2. You'll see it probably tomorrow morning.
There you go.
Awesome.
So what's going on, man? I hear you're going here, you're going there, you're doing all kinds of stuff. What's in the immediate future here? There as summer starts to break.
So I will tell you, I've got 2 big shows coming up that I'm excited about in the next couple weeks. On March 18th, it's a Friday night, 8:30 at the Listening Room here in Nashville.
Nice.
I'll be playing, and it's John Allan Miller and friends, and I'll be bringing some great friends with me, and I'm so excited about that. And quite frankly, like literally, I mean, oh man, like getting to play like a couple months ago, played the Bluebird on a Friday night, playing the Listening Room on a Friday night. I literally, I teared up the other day thinking about it because like 7 years ago, I couldn't get through a song. Like it was hard to get through a song, and so to like have that kind of situation, I'm just so excited. So I'm messaging a bunch of folks from back home saying, if there's a time to come now. You get to see what I do up here, and it's so fun. And so that's happening on March 18th at the Listening Room. Tickets are online. You can get them. And then the next day, I'm gonna wake up in the morning and I'm driving to Sullivan, Missouri, to hang out at the Hangout.
There you go.
With Mark and Colleen, and so if anybody's listening and you're within a drive, within a 15-hour drive, I think that we can do it.
There you go. It's only 15 hours, for God's sake. Yeah. Well, I'm just glad
you're close by.
I'm just glad the world is opening back up, and I'm a
Tiki Man Radio. Say hi to the party.
Oh, hey.
Good morning.
Yeah. Hey, everybody out in the front yard.
Yeah, guess where I am, Nashville.
There you go. Well, I'm just glad everything's opening back up, and and Nashville is rocking and rolling, right?
It is. It's back, and things are good. Recording some new songs this week on Tuesday and Wednesday. Really excited about that. And one thing I want to say, it's funny. I was kidding about the long drive, driving to Colleen and Mark's. But I'll say this, man. This is one of the things that blew me away. Was when I played there, and that was my first trop rock experience. Mm-hmm. When I played, I remember before the show, kind of just hanging out, getting to know everybody, and I remember I kind of expected that I would just be meeting a bunch of folks that lived in their neighborhood. So kind of small talk.
No, not there.
Are you neighbors? Are you neighbors with Mark and Colleen? They're like, oh no. We drove in from Illinois, or drove in from hours away. I was like, you got to be kidding! To see what for? To see you, man. What are you talking about? Yeah. So that blew me. Todd Alexander. That's where I met Todd and Jane.
Yeah.
We were there, and So that was really cool, and it just blew me away. So I was kind of kidding, but I was also serious. That's what folks seem to do, and so if you're listening and feel like making a weekend of it, I'm just cordially inviting you all over to Mark and Colleen's house.
Well, there you go.
It's a beautiful place.
Yeah, and
oh my gosh, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You walk into the house and you're like, "That's a cool house, really very cool." Then you go down into that basement, you're like, "Whoa!"
It's just like the Chocolate Bar and Tiki Bar. I'll tell you that. It's identical to that.
I think you would. I think you'd have a good time if you ever came over here, man. But
I need to do it, man. I know I keep saying it.
Yeah, what the hell? I mean,
I know. I'm just lying.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Well, cool, man. So Nashville's rock and rolling. You got things happening. You're in magazines. You got to get your marker out and get real good at your autographs and all that stuff. I mean, it's happening, man. This is what you wanted to do.
It is. I'm having so much fun, and it's just fun, man. That's what we need to be doing is having a blast and enjoying ourselves, and that's what everybody in this community does, which is what I love. I mean, that's why I appreciate being a part of it, is because everybody's having a great time and living their lives. I mean, like Jane and Todd. I mean, they're all over the place having fun. So I mean, it's like you guys, it's Sunday morning, you guys are on the radio having a blast. Sipping on something. I don't know what you're sipping on, but
well, we're supposed to have some Bloody Marys, but I haven't seen them yet. But I don't know. We're an hour and a half into the show. I hadn't had a Bloody Mary, but Uncle Alex is out there making Bloody Marys, and then of course we got Panama City coming up in April, and then we're off to Jamaica for the Escape to Paradise in May.
Nice.
So, man, I'm just tickled to death. We were talking about earlier. Things are great, you know, and for yourself, like you say, the community that supports you and they recognize all the hard work that goes in behind the scenes. Everybody's working hard. Everybody's trying to make things better or do things, because you had all that cooped up time, right? So now you want to apply it, and it's a lot of work, and the people that are around you that support you, those are the ones you really got to thank the most, because they've kind of stuck in there and hung in with you, and now it's all good things, man.
For sure. And like I said, I appreciate the support. Appreciate you guys. I speaking of time, yesterday, and I tried to have it ready for the goal is to have it ready for today when I'm talking to you. It's almost there. I spent like a good 12 hours yesterday plugging away on this new website that I've been working on, and it is just about ready. You know what? It looks good. It looks pretty good for a me job.
Yeah.
But I'm at that situation where you go to click on it and you're like, well, why is that like that? they said this was gonna be easy, like that type of thing, and it's functional, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
But not quite.
Well, Bill, I do all the website work here, and I've kind of gotten pretty good at it over the years, but it takes a lot of practice. And then, the version that I use, you've got the computer version and the phone version, right? Mm-hmm. So the phone version, you got to change just a little bit, but I mean, we had a website for a long time, and I didn't even know about the phone version, or maybe I just popped up and I shut. This was like 5 years ago or whatever, and I'm like, oh, so I went over and clicked on it. It was all jacked up. I was like, damn,
Well, Dan, it's funny you say that. One of my laughing moments yesterday, and I don't get too upset about much, but like I honestly was laughing, was that I didn't know. Okay, so what was happening was I have this website thing I'm working on. Hey, there you go. Now we're going.
See how easy we order a Bloody Mary right here?
Uncle Alex hooked you up, no doubt.
Say it, and it becomes so.
That's right. All right. Go ahead, brother.
But I'm working away on this thing all day long, and one thing I kept noticing was, like, I'd be looking at my design, my screen, and all of a sudden it looked totally different, and I'm like, well, what the heck? What is going on? This looks different. And what I didn't realize is that somehow or another, right on the top of the thing, are those different views, and I was just looking at it from the mobile view, and then the desktop view, and then the full screen view.
Yeah, you're like, what the hell? I didn't do that.
I didn't do that. Yeah, it was driving me nuts. So it's these things, they make them easy. You know, it is amazing that they make it where a guy like me can get close.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's definitely came a long way. You know, people just, like you say, apply yourself a little bit, and you can do anything. I like to say, you know, somebody says, you know, can we do this or can we? I'm like, I can do anything. Yeah. May not be right the first time, but it'll be better the next time, you know.
Right. And I think another thing that happens to me, and I don't know whether it's a good thing or not, is that I could have a site up really quickly, but you're sitting there moving, like being extremely nitpicky about it being so perfect and the best way that it can be, which is good. Mm-hmm. But I mean, like, sure, you can have it up in minutes, but it's not going to be the way you want it. So.
Well, tell everybody where they can get your music and what the website's going to be, I guess, when it's up and going.
Yes. So, the website, I'm going to ask you for your opinion on this, actually. I've got a couple domains to work with. I do not have johnallanmiller.com.
What is it, Big Daddy's backyard or something? What is it?
Maybe I should get that, but it's I've got johnallanmiller.us. Mm-hmm. I'm American.
Yeah.
And then I'm torn on this because you know my personality. I have fun, so this could either be like, oh, he's funny and he's having fun, or this could be construed in the way like the Miami University, the University of Miami, the U, you know, kind of the other way.
Yeah.
So it's the johnallanmiller.com. I feel like it kind of works.
So what is it again? Say it. I lost you there for a second.
Like the johnallanmiller.com.
Well, yeah. No. I think that's perfect because you do have split personalities and split this and split that. So people are always trying to figure out, you know, are you the captain? Are you John Allan Miller? This, that, whatever. Right. So having the johnallanmiller.com, that's probably about perfect.
The one and only.
So with me, it's fun. It's not like the you. Like we're.
Yeah, the you.
You know, I gotta. I don't want to come off as the 80s. That's not my goal. No.
Well, John,
I'm not doing this over here.
Yeah. You know, so I mean, you know, you're on stage and as John Allan Miller and say, okay, coming up next, we got the captain, and I'm gonna go take a break while the captain plays. You know, whatever. Yeah.
Oh, so Dan, to answer your question, so which one? Well, you can find me very shortly on. Do we go with the? Let's go with it right here. I'm announcing it. You can find me within the next day or so at thejohnallanmiller.com. There we go.
Perfect.
But you can also find me on, you know, any of the streaming platforms. And when this site goes up, and this is what I was excited about having ready today, is I've got a bunch of fun merch that I'm excited to get out there. T-shirts and coasters that have my album covers on them, and tumblers that say "Screw You Beach," and
nice,
all sorts of stuff. And just excited to get that stuff out there, and you know, appreciate you guys' support. But yeah, and hopefully you know, just tune into Tiki Man Radio and they can hear some tunes.
There you go, man. Well, listen, man, we're gonna let you fly. I really I am happy for you. I am so happy that things are happening the way that you kind of are probably better than the way you kind of envisioned it, and the way people have rallied around you, and you're getting the notification or the notoriety that you deserve for all the hard work, you know. And of course, we are always big fans of you, and you're always welcome on Tiki Man Radio. If you got something you need to announce or anything, you let us know, and we'll take care of you, man.
Well, Dan, I know you. I appreciate all your positive vibes. I tell you that as much as I can, but you know, you're right. It is. I'm sure you've probably seen that sound bite floating around of you know, what if things are even better than you imagined they could be, and that's how I have you heard of that one? That's a cool one.
Yeah, man.
You know, they really are, man. Life is good, and I appreciate all the support from everybody, and thank you for having me, and everybody. I look forward to hanging out with all of y'all very soon.
All right, brother. Peace out, man. We'll talk to you soon, man.
Hey, see you guys. Love y'all.
See you, man.
Take care.
Love you, man. See you, brother.
See you guys. Bye.
Take it easy.
Peace.
I don't believe in this 9 to 5 or this boss of mine telling me I've got to work late Friday, cover shift Saturday. Don't believe it's his way or the highway. Can't believe these bills.